What's up, guys? This is D. Marie here. I'm actually here at Chacochi University. This is one of my students, Rhino the barber. What we're going to be doing today is I actually bought that carving razor thing for graphics. I have not used it yet. I haven't even put the razor in it yet. So I'm going to hand the camera over to Ryan in a second, and I'm going to do some graphics and let you guys see this thing. And I haven't used it yet. I don't know what it's going to be like. So we're going to explore it together and just see. I don't know. We're going to find out how I like this thing. Right, Rhino?
Yup.
Yup. Okay, so I cleaned up the overhang that I had with my regular T outliner. So it's a little cleaner than it was. And you guys can see I added a few more little detail lines just to give it a little bit more pop. I created this line with my trimmers just to see if, so I had to apply more pressure on this side than I normally would with my razor because the lines weren't cut out normally. I normally would do my outliners first and then go back in with the razor. I didn't do that there because the line quality of this razor is going to be fatter than it would with my traditional razor. So I didn't want to create a thick line and a thin line and then go back and make a thicker one. But I want to see if, having done this work first, if I apply less pressure and then I won't cut her. So it's just a little bit of an experiment. This time I'm doing the trimmers first, and I'm going to make sure that I get it all nice and moisturized with the aftershave balm. This is actually Baxter's aftershave balm, which is really good to use as a shave gel as well if you don't have any like elegance with you. The other thing that I do like about this, so I like how tight I was able to get these curls. I think I told you guys that earlier. That was really easy, and that's something that you can't really do with regular trimmers. The other thing that I like about this is that I feel like I should be able, we'll see, to lift this razor up and then just kind of like scooch it over and use another part of it, which is something that you can't do with a traditional razor either. So let me see if I can do this without cutting my finger off. You know what I'm saying? Like dental floss, you know how like you wind it and then you keep, and then you like move the thing and then you use the, you guys know what I'm talking about? Okay, I made that up, never mind. So, I feel like you should be able to like wind it like dental floss and then use like, so this part of the razor should be new. So let's see if I can do this a little more smoothly without hurting her or cutting her. Because I tell you what, man, I mean, I don't care what I pay for it. If I'm going to cut the client using it, I'm not going to use it. So it may be a waste of a tool. We'll see. Maybe I was just doing it wrong. I'm not sure yet. Is this better, Miss Cassie? I also feel like this razor isn't cutting like as close as like my disposable razor. I feel like there wouldn't be any like little residue left in the crack, you know, like in the part line with my regular one. And this one does have a little bit. But I'm not cutting her, so there's that. These hairs, they get trapped in there, are really kind of hard to get out too. Sharp side, there he is. So she's for sure not as irritated. Yeah, see, when I go and do stuff that I didn't cut already, she starts spotting. See that? Okay. Alright, I'm ready for my final analysis. Okay. I think this thing is like cool for maybe cosmetologists who don't necessarily know how to use a trimmer and a razor very well. It's good for little curls. I don't know if you're good with a trimmer and clippers, man, just and a regular traditional straight razor doing graphics, I say stick with it. It's kind of inconsistent, like where it will cut, where it won't cut, and you gotta go through with your trimmers first anyway in order to make sure you get, like, in order to reduce your odds of cutting her, to be honest with you. Everywhere I cut first is still, like where I cut with the trimmers first is like still irritated, but at least it's not bleeding. When I went through and made lines that I hadn't cut with the trimmers first, that's where she starts spotting up. So really at the end of the day, you're still doing two passes, you know what I'm saying? You're still hitting with the trimmers first, and then with a razor, it's just this razor instead of that one. And if you're good with the other razor, I say stick with the other razor. This is cute, it's novel, so it might get you a little bit of attention. Keeping it clean is kind of hard. And I don't like cutting her. That's something I haven't done in years, and yeah, I wouldn't want to put my reputation at stake for this little tool. So that's it, man. That's my review of the situation. Y'all got any questions?
I had a couple while you were...
Well, come on, let's do it then, Will. What's up? You're done?
Do you feel like it's easier, like you don't tug at anything? Like, because when you were doing it, I saw that it was like sliding, like nothing was like sliding. So the videos that I had seen that it's being used looked like it was dry cut, right? So I just think, like, let's see. That was real rough for her, and it's tugged a lot for me. Using the shave balm went much easier. Of course, naturally, it's going to be easier. But it did not stop my chances of cutting her. I still cut her just as much as I did, which I really do. To me, that's my biggest issue. I do not draw blood from clients saying, well, I've been in the game for 10 years. You know what I'm saying? I don't do this. So that is a big problem for me. And if I'm going to cut her after 10 years of experience, like, I'm afraid of what y'all would do. You know what I'm saying? Like, not knowing your hand yet, you know? Just as students, like, nothing personal, but just saying. That's hands down my biggest issue with this. If I didn't cut her, I would say 8 stars out of 10. Like, I would be pretty happy with it. But like that right there makes it something I probably wouldn't pick up especially knowing that I can do just as good as graphics with my trimmer and razor as I did with this without cutting her. To me, that's deal off. You know what I'm saying? But if like you're new at doing graphics and you just want to try them and you're not very good yet and you just want to experiment on people, I think that you could get good and do good with this. But I don't know if it's something I'm gonna use.
I have a question too. What if you maybe like the hot towel on? Will that help?
Hot towel is only gonna increase circulation, make her bleed more.
Really?
If anything, I'm gonna put on an aftershave balm and like a tonic to try to soothe it and like close it down. And she's not bleeding, like she's not oozing blood, and you know what I mean? Like she's not running, so I'm not gonna put styptic or anything on her. Like you don't have to do that, but you want to get it clean, so she doesn't have any, you know. Yeah, you just want to clean it up, make sure it's nice and tidy. Yeah, you're not oozing. Don't worry, you're okay. You're all right. But yeah, I just don't. That's not. I wouldn't do that.
It's good though. Real good.
All right. I'm gonna clean up some lines again. We're gonna fade it a little bit, and then we'll take a still picture for the after. Sound good? Cool. All right.